We have mentioned that the voice in its current form will result in legal complexities. On the other hand, the Yes campaign says that legal experts have rejected this. In this video, we try to collect all legal opinions expressed by the experts in one place, so you can have a clear view and make your own decision. We summarized our findings in a table form, and we will go through them one by one. Let's start with Professor Greg Craven. He is a member of the government's constitutional expert group and a longtime supporter of creating an Indigenous representative body. So, let's make it clear again, he is the current government's advisor, and he is a supporter of the voice. Greg Craven is the person that has made the famous comment stating that the voice can comment on everything from submarines to parking tickets. Apart from the purview of the voice, his concern is that if there was a situation where the voice had not yet made representations or the Commonwealth had not given it that chance, then it would be entirely practicable for someone to take a challenge to a court to stop that action until the voice has made a representation. After his comments and advice to the government, Mark Dreyfus, the Attorney General of the Labour government, proposed to make some minor changes in the wording of the proposed amendment to prevent this problem. But even the Attorney General's suggestion was rejected by the working group. But who is the working group and what is their view? Professor Megan Davis, from the working group, claims that concerns over the potential for High Court challenges are disingenuous and overblown. But at the same time, she believes that it was the role of the courts to act as a check on power, and possible challenges should not be feared. So not only she believes that there will be legal challenges, she actually thinks such challenges are welcome. So, let's review it again. A constitutional advisor to the government states that there are legal problems. The Attorney General agrees with him and proposes some minor changes. But the working group rejects it and welcomes the legal complexities. What is the message you get from these comments? Two other experts, Chris Merritt and Ian Callanan, have also expressed similar concerns about the voice proposal. Lorraine Finlay, the Human Rights Commissioner, has stated that the draft wording of the referendum question and the proposed amendment to the Constitution insert race into the Australian Constitution in a way that undermines the foundational human rights principles of equality and non-discrimination and creates constitutional uncertainty in terms of its interpretation and operation. On the other side, Brett Walker, barrister, in a parliamentary hearing into the Voice stated that it's too silly for words to suggest the courts would be clogged with cases as a result of the voice. He also insisted that there was nothing in the wording that comes anywhere near providing anything like a veto. Kenneth Hayne and Robert French also agree that the voice will not have a veto right. While these comments talk about an important issue, the veto right, which we will discuss in our next video, they are not addressing concerns raised earlier. The person who has been very vocal and has been constantly cited by the Yes campaign is Professor Toomey. Let's see how she addresses the problems raised by Professor Greg Craven and other experts. We have added several quotes from her to this table. Please feel free to pause the video and read them for yourself, or follow the links in the description to read the whole articles. But in a nutshell, she is saying that the voice has a duty to focus on the problems of the Aboriginal people, therefore they will only focus on Aboriginal affairs. In other words, she cannot logically and legally deny that the comments made by Greg Craven and other experts are correct, but instead she thinks that we should trust that the voice will only limit its focus on the concerns of Aboriginal people. Ultimately, none of these legal comments, or the comments made by the Prime Minister or Linda Burney, or even the design principle released by the government bear any legal value. How the High Court might rule in the future cannot be conclusively determined by anyone. But we can be certain that the High Court judges will read the words of the Constitution and interpret them by their meanings and the logical connections between them. I invite you to read it yourself and think about every word and what it means. We will soon publish a video where we analyze the text of the proposed amendment, word by word. In our next video, we will discuss whether the voice will have veto power over the Parliament and the executive government, or it is just a simple advisory body. Please subscribe so you get notified when our videos are released. Let's unite together and fight for equality and human rights. Let's fight with this postmodern racism together. We are all humans, we are all Australians, and we all must have the same rights. Let's unite and vote no together. Share these videos with your friend and family. Talk to them logically and invite them to vote no.